Dairy is a superfood for body composition. Hey, everybody, I thought I would chat with you guys and gals a little bit about this today. Now, this is a topic when I bring up, this is one reason why I don't actually promote people going completely 100% plant-based. I really don't, even though I will tell people for overall health, the evidence is fairly overwhelming that a mostly plant-based diet is ideal for health, for longevity, cancer, diabetes, heart disease, all these things. Okay, and I really do mean that as someone who's evidence-based. But here is the other side of the coin. When we're really talking about body composition, dairy is a powerhouse. And I'm not saying the dairy fat, I'm talking about even consuming fat-free dairy. So I'm not even talking about people would think of as whole dairy, although, I mean, it can be. And before anyone brings up, well, that's a refined food when you start stripping the fat or making yogurt or making whey protein. And that's completely irrelevant in this case. Because in this case, you aren't losing value, right? You're not losing vitamins and minerals and things when we do it in this manner. Now, the other end is true. So if you just take the butter, which is made a refined food made from the fat you remove, it actually does lose tons of the most important nutritional value. In fact, it loses all the reasons we're consuming dairy. All the reasons we're consuming dairy get stripped out. All right, for what? You're keeping a little vitamin A and a ton of saturated fat. All right, that's not valuable here. So what is it about dairy that's so special? A couple things. Number one, the bioavailability of the protein. Generally speaking, gram for gram, dairy protein has a higher BVAA than meat does. Okay. In fact, dairy is king. Now people could argue eggs or egg whites if they're cooked or whatever. Okay, that's also up there too. So that's up there in the same category. But generally speaking, milk proteins, and especially the whey protein, and in cow milk, whey is 20% of the protein, casein is about 80%. But they're both extremely high quality proteins. And of course, a person could just consume whey, because whey is going to exist anyways. It's going to be a waste product. As long as humans all over the earth keep eating cheese in large amounts, we're going to have large amounts of whey protein available. Absolutely superior protein. Okay? Absolutely superior protein. And again, for anyone who out there, like you'll even see vegans say, well, you shouldn't do it because of blah, blah, blah. But you're not creating demand by consuming whey. Whey is something that until we figured out it could be useful for this was almost a waste product that was going to exist anyways. Okay? It is going to exist anyways as long as there is a cheese industry. So consuming whey is not even pushing that sort of industry. It is something that exists as a waste product left over. And it's probably, in terms of just health and benefits to us as athletes and lifters, it's better than the main product they're making by a large margin. Okay? So again, kind of a nonsense argument that people make. When you really look at it, you're not creating any sort of demand. It's going to exist. It's going to be left over. It is a very economic source of probably about the highest quality protein for muscle building you can get. Nothing else exceeds it. All right, so now that we have that out of the way, dairy protein, superior protein for obtaining protein for body composition. Body composition meaning the gaining of muscle and losing fat. In fact, a little bit of it goes a long way, right? A little bit goes a long way. So I would say even to someone who is consuming almost entirely a plant-based diet, even adding 50 grams of protein from dairy, I don't care whether it's milk, Greek yogurt, right, whey protein, would actually have a massively significant impact potentially on your muscle gaining and body composition. So again, when I say body composition, I also mean fat loss, because again, the higher quality proteins are absolutely associated with losing body fat. So gaining muscle, losing fat, this is what we're talking about. Muscle recovery from training. All right, what else do we have? The hydration effect. All right, dairy is a superior hydration drink, especially even milk. This has been studied and they found that it was superior, all right, Post endurance training or mid endurance training, milk has even been found to be superior to these hydration drinks. Okay, why? Because of all the electrolytes, the potassium, the magnesium content, and of course, obviously, the calcium. These are extremely high in dairy, extremely high in these things. So, if our goal is hydration, muscle hydration, all these things, it's phenomenal. All right, now, big deal. All right, what else? The carbohydrates. All right, now people will argue, well, lactose. Well, if you're lactose intolerant, then don't drink normal milk. Problem solved. And I'm fully aware a sizable percentage of the population, depending on ethnicity, location, is lactose intolerant. My particular demographic, it's very, very low. All right. Also, you look at the countries that are going to listen to my videos. By and large, the majority of the populations in those countries are not lactose intolerant. Okay. Some people are. And if you are, that's where Greek yogurt comes in. Okay. Greek yogurt you can consume if you're lactose intolerant. Filtered milk that is lactose free, very easy to obtain today in first world countries. Extremely common. Not a problem. Not a problem. And again, before anyone chimes in, what about others? Oh, I'm not making my videos for that. Sorry, the overwhelming majority of my audience and my potential audience is going to have access to this. Okay? Very, very simple. It is not my job as a fitness expert and influencer to fix problems in the third world. It's not my job. My job is to get people strong, jacked, lean, who are my normal audience. All right. So I can't fix those problems for you. Sorry. You're going to need an economic expert. So back over to that point. Outside of that, it's actually a high quality carbohydrate. Very low absorbing, low glycemic index, low insulin index. Okay. In terms of being a nice quality, slow releasing carb, it's still a good carb. Right, still a good carb. Therefore, it's not a problem either. Even though it is a simple carbohydrate, again, if we're eating a whole foods thing, anyways, our diet's high in fiber and stuff, anyways. But it's slower absorbing and digesting compared to others. Then we have the B12 content. Again, B12, one of the biggest issues you run into for people who do plant-based diets, right? B12. Massively important for energy for athletes. I mean, how many athletes out there bought into getting B12 injections over the years? When I was younger, I knew multiple athletes, like triathletes and people like that, who competed in different stuff, who got B12 injections. Dairy is a superior source of B12, hands down. All right, so when you start looking at all these factors, there's a reason the studies tend to show dairy being superior here. So again, it's one thing you should probably be adding to your diet as a superfood for body composition. All right, guys, well, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.